Hello, BookTube. I have a bit of mail. One package, measly. I wouldn't even bother to open it. I would throw it in the garbage in the good old days of 2019. But now I'll take all the mail I can get. This is from a publisher too. This is not. I don't think from one of you. Yeah, this is from a publisher. Okay. Yeah, this is from a publisher. It's only one book, but I will definitely be reviewing it. And it's not. It has no pub sheet because there's nobody to put it in there. There's no publicist in their office at the moment. Maybe that will change by midsummer or by the end of the summer. Maybe that will change. But we've seen this already. This is a finished copy from Harvard University Press of John Keane's book, The New Despotism, with an effective cover of sunlight slowly being clouded over. That is kind of scary. What have we got here? Let's see here. One day they'll be like us. That was once the West's complacent and self-regarding assumption about countries emerging from poverty, imperial rule, and communism. Was that one day they would be like us. But many have hardened into something very different from liberal democracy, what the eminent political thinker John Keane describes as a new form of despotism. And one day, he warns, we may become like them. Very sensitive week in American history for to be reading stuff like this. Drawing on extensive travels, interviews, and a lifetime of thinking about democracy and its enemies, Keane shows how governments from Russia to China through Central Asia to the Middle East and Europe have mastered a formidable combination of political tools that threaten the established ideals and practices of power-sharing democracy. They mobilize the rhetoric of democracy and win public support for workable forms of government based on patronage, dark money, steady economic growth, sophisticated media controls, strangled judiciaries, dragnet surveillance, and selective violence against their opponents. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. And keep in mind, that long list of things, Keane is saying that is despotism. For a lot of you, and for me, and for a lot of people in America and in Europe and elsewhere in the world, that list of things is going to be normal daily life. And this author is saying that means we are surrounding ourselves, we are acclimating ourselves to a new kind of despotism. That is not freedom. Casting doubt on such fashionable terms as dictatorship, autocracy, fascism, and authoritarianism, Keane makes a case for retrieving and refurbishing the old term despotism to make sense of how these regimes function and endure. He shows how they cooperate regionally and globally and draw strength from each other's resources while breeding global anxieties and threatening the values and institutions of democracy. This is almost too hard to finish. Never in a million years, not at the worst of Watergate, did I think that this kind of a description would be too hard to finish reading in America. Like Montesquieu in the 18th century, Keane stresses the willing complicity of the comfortable citizens in all these trends. Okay, all right, I can't do it. I can't. You get the point. I can't do it. Not on the weekend of this week. I can't do it. This book is describing an America that I live long enough to see around me every day. It's going to make it all the more interesting to read. I had the advanced copy. I haven't touched it. I will read this even though it will be physically painful. I will read this anyway. And then I will write about it. So our mail for today is not exactly pleasant, but it sounds interesting. It may even be pivotal. We shall see. The author, who is the author? That is what our author looks like. He is the professor of politics at the University of Sydney, and he and at Berlin, in Berlin as well. He's renowned globally for his creative thinking about democracy. And he's written a bunch of books, including the highly acclaimed full-scale history, The Life and Death of Democracy, which I believe I read. I think that was also from Harvard University Press. Okay, well, I will think long and hard about whether or not I want to upload this, but that was our one book mail haul for today. And I don't think there'll be any mail on Sunday. I always say that, and then there always is, but we shall see. One way or another, I think that's it for now, so I'm going to wrap this up. But I'll be back. Thank you, BookTube.